a part of the RH ecosystem, right? Because some would argue that anything that is going to be built on PulseChain is a part of the RH ecosystem, where like my ideal, somebody messaged me this the other day. And for me, it's like if their project directly supports HEX, PulseChain, or PulseX, right? So something like Hedron, Icosa, even the derivatives, Maxi, whatnot, to me, they all support HEX. Some of the projects like Power City with their aggregators, their cross chains, that's going to directly support PulseChain, PulseX. But then you have these other projects like Texan, PulseDoge that are created by people in the community. They will develop on PulseChain, so that makes them, supportive of that blockchain. But to me, not directly RH ecosystem. So what do you feel about that? The community created projects.
It's a great question. Yeah, there's a lot of gray area. So I had a tweet on this a while back, which was the ones that I would prioritize. So like number one, I'm trying to recall off memory, but number one is the positive price feedback loop. So that'd be like your Hedron, Maximus, like the things that actually lock up HEX for a long time, or they allow, they add features to the ecosystem, or they allow you to maybe sell it and not sell HEX, for example, they get liquidity, stuff like that. And then like there's tiers, right? I think that's how I would represent it. It's more tiers of like, okay, those for sure, love those things, great for the blue chips. And then you have utilities. So, maybe that's like liquid loans, maybe that's, Power City stuff, that stuff that helps the ecosystem be used better, provides features that are not natively available. They may help with reduced sell pressure by locking up coins, by, loans and or otherwise. But they do also have their own tokenomics, and implicitly they are going to take how's the Dixon Piper put this, splitting buying power. Yeah. Ever since I heard him talk about that on stream, I was like, man, that is so meaningful. And you can apply that to kind of fine tune the way you think about things, because everything splits buying pressure. Even Hedron, even Maximus, you're not buying HEX if you're buying those, right? Just logically speaking. That doesn't mean they're bad. That doesn't mean anything like that. It just means, hey, there is a trade-off here. But you got to say, especially with those, if we're locking a bunch of it up and you're getting a better deal and you don't have to pay gas fees, there's a ton of arguments to make. So this could be like a huge dissertation on each of these projects of like how effective they are. Where's the hopium? Where's the like pure math part of it, of them being useful and utilities or positive feedback loops. So number two, I would say utilities like that. And then number three is kind of like either unknown, or I would say maybe meme coins could be in there, because you even brought up PSLD and that whole ecosystem now that it's become, where do you draw the line between, okay, now people are spending time and consciousness and thinking about another project that isn't the blue chips, but they're providing this green field of people coming in. They love meme coins. They love Doge, they love Shiba, they love whatever, and now they have another thing to play with, and now they have all this whole separate ecosystem, which can bring a lot of people in. But how do you even measure that? So right. I think there's kind of like this who knows? It could be good, could be bad, but it's like a kind of unknown area. And then so you got that part, and then I try to break it down logically too, because there's all this emotional part of it too. No, don't tell me what to do with my coins. No, this is actually good because I believe it's good and I've invested in it. Now I need it to be good. There's this whole like thing with that too. So I try to keep that out of the evaluation. But anyways, that's 1, 2, 3. And then number 4, I would say, is coins that purely, they don't really contribute anything. The onboarding is not clear. The tokenomics and maybe there's no audits. Things just aren't clear about them. There's been projects that have been come and go in HEX community that some a long time ago, some more recent, that they either go to zero or founder runs away. You're in the Telegram one day and it just disappears. Like, whoa, what happened to the room? It's like deleted now, stuff like that. So that would be the tier of like how to evaluate those different things. And I mostly try to stay myself within 1 and 2. And then if you're looking at 3, you can make a case for virality and meme onboarding and all that stuff too. But I think we're kind of early to even know that, because PulseChain hasn't launched yet. So how do we know it's going to bring the economic energy in, or how do we, or, you know, is it going to pull more people away than it brings in? There's a lot of things to think about. So there's a lot of gray area. I would put it like that.
Yeah.